He is safely locked away. We should wait a bit to see if the gravedigger shows up.
Well, there you go. Igor's missing. That ties it. The little weasel never goes anywhere, for crying out loud.
Yeah, except when he's with that wacko, crazy, cuckoo doctor.
Why else would that gypsy be so darn close to town? He got a taste for meat.
It was a full moon outside last night, I'm telling ya.
Yeah, somebody's going to jail. Justice must be served, even for that little gravedigger.
Justice? We don't even know if a crime has really been committed. Just relax, go home or to the inn. The gypsy goes nowhere. We can decide what to do later.
But we...
Later! Go home!
The gravedigger's missing.
I mean, we looked everywhere. He's usually under my wife's bed.
We even tried to talk to that quack Dr. Cranium.
That ridiculous doorbell.
At first, we thought he might be lost.
Then we found the gypsy.
The gypsy did it. He toasted Igor.
Yeah, and then he ate him. Check his breath. It smells like Igor.
Poor Igor.
I'm telling you, gypsies are werewolves.
Yeah, gypsies are all tramps and thieves.
Gypsies cannot be trusted.
I think we're fixing to have one less gypsy around here. Hold it, Slick. Don't you know what a werewolf is? A man who turns into a wolf.
Yeah, when he's sunbathing at night, you know? It's the full moon that does it.
Listen, the werewolf eats children, which don't make him all bad.
Igor was not a child.
Hey, Yuri's daughter was eaten by one, huh?
No one knows what happened to Tanya. You cannot say she was eaten.
What else could have happened? I mean, we have the werewolf that did...
It'll break out of your little trick-or-treat jail and eat us all.
Hans, not one word about Tanya eaten by a werewolf will you make to Yuri. He and Bella have been hurt too deeply. As you are a man, do not open the wounds again.
Well, I'll tell you what, you suit yourself, pal. But at least they can be avenged now upon the werewolf!
A gypsy was found right outside the town gates. We brought him here for questioning.
Why don't you have a bake sale, pal, and send away for a clue? Everyone knows that gypsies are werewolves!
Yeah, little Igor was somebody's Big Mac, and you want us to just go home?
That werewolf is a danger to us all. Think of our families and our mistresses.
Do you think I would endanger the town by allowing him to escape? The gypsy is securely locked up. He will not get away. It is none of your...
Perfect. The gravedigger Igor's been killed.
And we captured a werewolf.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
Go home. Just go home, all of you. You do not know the truth yet.
We're gonna make the little gypsy tell the truth, don't you worry.
Yeah, let's see how much lying he does after we take his teeth out by hand.
Dimitri, dude, listen, we...
No, you listen, all of you. There is nothing to be done until we know all the facts. Now go home and let me do my job, please.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now. After some Your legs are too Your legs are too After some There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow. This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you. You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly. This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving. It's a 6-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, then you might call it a hexapus. You deftly pick the cabinet's simple lock and take the healing potion you find inside. Hector the hexapod happily gorges itself on the garlic. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now. There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare. You see a small statue that matches the description that the chief thief gave you. You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them. There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin with letters and markings written in dried blood. The letters spell out necrophilicon. What could that mean? Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for of the love of death. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about this book. Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters. You feel a funny tingling sensation, then a slimy one, as you reach out to touch the statue. This is not good. The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You could almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon. Haven't you heard about this book somewhere? You pick the lock of the desk. Opening the desk set off a trap. A billowing cloud of poisonous gas surrounds you for a moment before dissipating. You're having trouble breathing. You pick up the statue in the shopping bag, carefully avoiding any contact with your own flesh. The statue glows briefly as it slips into the bag, then subsides. You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it. The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual? You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up. Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has the symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it. You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the hectopus can react.
Wonderful, wonderful. I won't have to scuttle in the shadows all the time. I won't have to have unsavory eating practices. Thank you so very much. I am all right, I guess, but I'm having a difficult time adjusting to walking on two legs again. Other than the fact that there are no other thieves here, and that we are not likely to get any in the near future, this is a wonderful guild. If you excuse the fact we can't fence anything here either. There is a secret passage to the castle from the Boyar's crypt in the graveyard. There is a special way to open this secret door. Something involving colors and the Borgov family crest, I think. You must be very careful. I know nothing of the people who now live in the castle. Only that the last thieves to break in never returned.
You are so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest.
You're just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment. I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself. Watch this. That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day. I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use. Understanding and... Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote. My neighbor Nikolai is not actually as old as he now appears. He has been very unhappy since his wife's disappearance some 15 years ago. I can understand his disappointment. She never brought me back the berries I needed for an experiment. I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. Of course, it must also involve water for life, and pizza, without which life would be boring. Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
Calm down, everyone. Give me a little more time.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, Gandhi, but we have waited long enough.
Yeah, he's right. I got first dibs. That gypsy's gonna pay.
That gypsy's gonna make Joan of Arc look like a piker. He's gonna burn at the stake.
Yes, yes. If I cannot find out what happened to Igor before tomorrow, you shall have your burning. Calm down.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
After some rest, after some the massive gate to this you deftly slip over. You attempt to pick the lock on the Burgermeister's window.
Let me out of here before these townspeople burn me. I did nothing to harm them, yet they accuse me of murder. Set me free! I know nothing of your gravedigger. I certainly didn't eat him. Why don't you look for him yourself? At least you should know where to look.
This is a tough lock. You need more practice. This is jackpot. You open the drawer and find a large key, 7 crowns and 15 kopecks. You put the key on your keyring and the money in your coin purse. Using the key you found in the Burgomeister's desk, you unlock the cell door. You open the cell door and release the gypsy prisoner.
Thank you for freeing me. Now I owe you a debt. Come visit our camp and I will see what I can do to repay you. I do not understand why you are helping me, but thank you. Our camp is in the northeast corner of the valley.
You close and lock the window behind you to avoid arousing suspicion. The massive gate
Everything is so strange. I lost my way home. Please, can you help me find my way? I live in a town. I've lost my way. Can you show me where the town is? The forest? I'm lost in the forest. I can't find my way home. There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town. I live in town. Somewhere in town. I've got to get home. What's wrong with me? What's happened to me? Everything is so strange. I don't understand. I am looking for berries. The wild blackberries should be ripe now. I want to surprise my husband with a pie. It's getting dark now, and I need to get home. I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home? I can't remember. I can't even think of my own name. What's wrong with me? Every time I try to go anywhere, I keep returning here. Why am I so lost? Everything is so hazy when I try to think of things. It's like trying to look at things far, far away. I should be able to remember my own home, shouldn't I? No, no, it can't be, no!
The ghostly apparition vanishes. You have entered an eerie, deserted graveyard. Strange moans wail through the trees, and mysterious lights seem to flicker and fade among the tombstones. Two large crypts dominate the cemetery. You hear a monstrous groaning noise from beneath the fallen tombstone. Perhaps a horrible monster waits below. This is not a good place to practice throwing. You may...
Igor saved! Kind stranger saved Igor! Good kind stranger! Igor happy grave, not Igor's grave! Urgh.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and... everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost. My name was Anna. I can remember things now. But everything is like a faded dream. It seems so strange to think of myself as a ghost. Everything is blurry. There's no day or night, only the shadowy landscape. I want to go from here, but I cannot leave. I can only wait. I can remember my house now. I lived beside the tall oak tree near the center of town. I've been gone so long. My poor, poor Nikolai.
You are so exhausted. You deftly slip over the gate and into town. You have returned to this wonderful place between worlds. You are again filled with the joy of being truly alive. You find yourself dancing at the heart of the cosmos. You spin and the universe swirls with you and around you. Suddenly, something calls out to you. You feel a coldness rapidly devouring you. You falter in fear as you remember what happened the last time you were here. The voice calls again, and you feel trapped, helpless. The closer you get to that voice, the greater the fear. It is a voice of pain, a voice of death. You flee in terror. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.